So since my last video, played a couple of months, we'd had one match in for Coca-Cola League 2 with Brentford and we won 1-0. I was quite optimistic about the season ahead, and it's been a little bit of a disaster so far. We're 20th, as you can see, out of 24th or 20. Is it out of 24th? Yeah, out of 24th. It's not gone well. I've been very unlucky with injuries, which I'll go through in a minute. But after then, there was a 1-1 draw with Peterborough, who were in League One, in the League Cup first round, and we won on penalties. Thought brilliant, great start. Then we lost 5-1 away at Stockport, a really bad result. Then 0-0 at home to Bournemouth, not a terrible result. Then we lost 2-0 away at Swansea in the League Cup second round, which was okay. They're in the league above. And in the League Cup, in all the cup competitions, I've been playing more of my reserve players and blending them in a bit with the first team players, because with all the injuries I can't afford to play my first team and cup games as well, because there's just too many games with too little players. So after then, lost 2-1 away at Cheltenham, won in the Johnston's Paint Trophy first round, won 1-0 against Gillingham, who were in the league above, brilliant. Then we drew 1-1 away at Lincoln in the league, drew 1-1 at home to Bristol Rovers, lost 4-2 at Dagenham and Redbridge, and lost 2-0 at Wickham. Then won 3-2 at home to Oxford, then lost at home to Aldershot 1-0, which was bad. But now we're against Millwall, who are in League One, in the Johnston's Paint Trophy Shield second round. And let's just go to the squad. So this is my starting lineup for the next match, and you can see very few appearances this season between them. Quite a few youth players, but if you look at the amount of, we've got Craypeed, Gary Smith injured, Charlie McDonald was suspended for headbutting someone, Richie DeLitt is travelling on international duty, but he's been injured since the first game. David Hutton, I've not gone, I'll go into David Hutton in a minute. He's travelling. Martin Kelly's just coming back from injury. David Fernandez has just come back from injury. My best player, Poole, where is he? He's on for Glenn Poole, he was injured as well. So many have been injured, it's been absolutely ridiculous. So I have been playing more of my reserves as well. Fernandez is only in for reserves while he gets fit. Excuse me. Aaron Wise has had quite a few games. So I've been blending quite a bit of youth as well. But it's not worked so far. But the injuries have been ridiculous. I signed 2 more players on loan. Stephen Gleeson on loan for Wolves, and he's not made a start yet because he wasn't match fit. This will be his first start though in for Shield. He's playing right midfield, and the other player is David Hutton, who's had 3 substitute appearances. So I thought, as it was a cup game and I wanted to bring you up to date, we will watch our game against Millwall. Now with the squad, I'm not expecting to win. I want to do well in the league. That's what I want to do. So I'm just giving these lads a try out, and if anyone does well, he can come into the first team. Arnold will be the captain. Now we've got a new formation, mainly because of a striker crisis. Ian Carroll was injured as well. He's on the bench today. Fernandez, I've decided to start up front. Carroll will probably come on at some point. Poole will probably come on at some point, and we'll just see how it goes. Davis and Gleeson haven't played for us before, or Peters. And for more experienced players, we've got Johnson, Brown for goalkeeper, giving him another game. We've got 3 youth players in for centre of midfield. It could be an absolute disaster. Could be a masterstroke. So here we go. Auto numbers. Let's see how we get on. No replays, key highlights, and fast-ish match speed. Pressure is off, nothing to lose. There we go. Fernandes has actually been dire since he's come to the club. I had really high hopes for him, but it's just not worked out so far. The injury didn't help, but before then he was really poor. So we'll see how he does today. That'll be Lewis grabbing there for Millwall. We've made it to 10 minutes and we've not conceded yet. Oh, here we go. Bats flying over the bar. Match stats. Yeah, Millwall are dominating in every area. McCleary, oh, good save by Simon Brown. See, if I'd have played my first team squad, we've got a match in a few days or so, and no one would be fresh, and the league is more important to me. So yeah, Millwall 15 minutes in, and that is Bat. It's been coming. It has been coming. Gleeson's missed interception. Not a great start for him. I'm expecting us to do a little bit better. I will bring on some players probably at half time. Lenny Pidgley, yeah, good save. Good effort. Can we get anything from this corner against a run and play? Here's Nichols. Ah, where was that to? That was ridiculous. And that's to no one. Fernandes. Nice pass back. Here's Wise. And is anyone gonna no? Oh, go on! Oh, I thought that was in. Ah, how we could have done with that. That looked like a bit of a clanger from their keeper. Ball's out of play for a throw-in. Maybe I have played too many youth players, but the longer the season goes on, this experience will be much valued. We haven't done too badly. Out behind for a corner. And again, Lewis grabbing on the corner. Nicely headed out, and Craig puts it wide. How's our players performing? Oh, okay. Just in case I miss a goal, sends it over. Stephen Gleeson, what a shocker he is having. I'm going to have to pull him off at half time. I think he's only on loan here for 3 months. And same with David Hutton. Go on, Brown, get it out. He just submitted the transfer request and I rejected it. Evans has put in some decent performances in goal as well. I'm happy with my 2 keepers. Go on, tackle him. At least keep it to 1 down at half time. Here we are, goal kick. Good clearance, just straight to them though. Good steady hands. Fernandes again, terrible performance. 2 of my better players, not for youth players, been absolutely shocking so far. Pressure's off. Right, we're going to make some changes. First of all, Gleeson has to come off. Let's bring captain Kevin O'Connor on. There we go. Nichols, Fernandes, Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Carroll on for Fernandez, because he's been terrible. And maybe around the 60-minute mark I will bring on Glenn Poole. The corner kick, grabbing. Oh, straight from the corner. What is all that about? 18 shots, 35% possession. Oh, go on. Sloppy. Ridiculous. Let's bring Davies off. Let's put Poole on. And let's have Poole attacking. Excuse me. Don't want to go too attacking because we don't want to get absolutely slaughtered more than we are being. Here's Lewis grabbing. Oof. Goal kick to Brentford. Come on, at least try and get a consolation. That's it. Penalty. Who's going to take it? Wonder if Poole's going to take it, or Captain O'Connor. Who's taking it? O'Connor, go on, get it in. Nice one. Kevin O'Connor scores captain's goal. Glimmer of hope for Brentford. Shall we have let's have him attacking. Let's have him. No, Kevin O'Connor can't go up like that. Let's forget about that. Here's Bat on the attack. Is Lewis grabbing going to get another one? Oh, 4-1. That's it. Well, that glimmer of hope has gone from O'Connor. Go on, Carroll, run onto that. No, that's too much for him. There's Brooms to Johnson. Brown out, but Millwall on the attack again. And it's over for Bar. How many shots have they had? 23. Picked up by the keeper. Yeah, poor performance. Disappointment. At least it's not a league match. It would have been nice to go further in the trophy, in the cup competition, but got to think of a league. Match confidence poor. Oh, here we go. Your team has been in poor form. It's definitely a factor in my opinion. Let's go all out. It's fantastic. He was good, Lewis Graben. There's a chance he could suffer. I don't care about Charlie McDonald anymore. He got sent off for headbutting. He's been terrible for me. How do you feel about? It's left me with a smile on my face. I will consider it change, yes. You've been knocked out of another competition. How do you? I'm chuffed to bits. Why am I going to put that? I'd rather not talk about it. Right, so when is the next game? See, it's in 3 days. Away at Grimsby. let's just keep this video on for that, because if I lose that by a heavy score, I may well be sacked. So, oh, here we go, saving. And then look at that, 3 days after that, 4 days after, 3 days after that. It's ridiculous, this schedule. That's for lower leagues for you. It's not ideal. Oh, I don't care. Right, let's see who's fit. Rooney, Ferdinand and Tevez for Manchester United. Right, the game is coming up. And we are against... I even forgot already. I forgot who we're against. We will soon find out.
It crashed a bit.
Oh, I hate it when it... Here we go. We're back in the room. Away at Grimsby. Right, they're a place lower than us. We could really do with a victory here. X. I want to see the condition of my players. Why is it not Xing? There we go. Senior squad. Reece Evans can go back in goal. Simon Brown, substitute. Condition. We want John Hall's in there, Mr. Reliable. What's Glenpool? He's pleased with the comments. He's got to be in the team as well. Excuse me, there's the left midfield sorted. What are we going to do about strikers? Are we going to go back to 2 up top? We haven't got we haven't got enough. What about... No, right. Idiakes can come into midfield. Marcus Bean. Shane Lowery can play. Mark Phillips, Danny Cold. He can go on the bench. Brett Johnson. He can be the other centre back. Kevin O'Connor. Got to have Kevin O'Connor. On the right midfield, he's going to go on the right. Ian Carroll, he can go up front. David Hutton, he's match fit. Let's stick him on the right. And we've got 3 more substitutes. Fernandez is match fit. Gleeson, no, not yet. Let's see in for reserves who's available. Right, let's go back to the senior squad. Fernandez can be a substitute, as can Arnold. So we could do with a central midfielder, ideally. Let's go for Aaron Wise. He had a bad game last time out, but he's been good for the most part. Right, there we go. We are away at Grimsby, and this is the team. Do it for the supporters. They could do it with a victory. Come on, Lowry. O'Connor to Idiakes. Carroll. Oh, that was close. Come on, Hutton. Show us your quality. Here's Poole's corner. Oh, good save from the keeper. This is a good start. I'm liking this. Idiakes, Hutton, Poole. He's got it back. He's on the wrong side. He should be on the left. Match stats. No. Every time I click that, it goes straight back onto the highlights. Idiakes. Go on, Carroll. Go on. Oh. That would have done him the world of good. We've had 4 efforts, 2 on target, 67% possession. We should be winning. Come on, Lowry. That's it, Johnson. Oh, keeper's got it. We are putting them under a lot of pressure. Mind you, the same happened against Aldershot and we ended up losing 1-0. Oof, that was close. I'd have had a few more efforts. We've had more possession. Tell them they can win this game. We can more than win this game. No changes needed yet. Go on, Bean. Oh, unmarked as well. He could have taken his time. Go on, Poole. Back to Lowry. Going nowhere. That was poor. Go on, Johnson. That is yours. Sloppy. Not troubling the keeper, but it looked close. He's kept us in the game there. Tell you what, they are coming back into this. I think it's time for a change. Oh no, they're not going to score, are they? For goodness sake. Oh, bloody hell. Just ridiculous this. Why are they performing so crap? O'Connor. Bean. Oh, Idiakes. Idiakes can come off. And reluctantly, Fernandez is coming on. Make any more changes? Let's keep it at that for just a short while. Come on, close them down. Right. Do I bring Johnson or Phillips off? I'm going to bring Johnson off. I'm going to put Wise on. Let's put Bean there, going up into midfield. And Poole can provide that bit of magic, can't he? That's Lowry's had a good game as well. Hutton, Arnold, and let's put Poole on the opposite side. Let's put Fernandez on the right and Poole up there. Come on, make the changes. Carroll, you need to be in the box. Whip it in. Come on, Hutton. Straight across goal, nobody there. And now they can break. Here we are. Why? Oh yeah, the changes are being made. 80th minute. What's going on there? What happened then? That was quick. Disappointed. I am disappointed. That was bad. 1-0 away at Grimsby. This is not looking good. And I'm at a bit of a loss, really. I will keep on fighting. Poor, yeah. We are 22nd. I mean, look at that. 2, 3, 6, 9 points. That is not good enough at all. That is not good enough. 9 points off the playoffs. And we've got another game in a few days. Right, so what I have to do here is I've got to pick my team beforehand and then let the reserves play whoever's not in the squad. But because I've not really had much of a choice, they've not had any, and none of my first team players have been able to play for the reserves because they've all been injured, the ones who aren't playing for me. So I won't bore you with another game, but I'll be back in another month or two and let you know how things are going. Hopefully I won't be sacked, hopefully we'll be higher up the table, and hopefully we'll get a few wins under our belt.